Imagine this. The stadium is packed. More than 80,000 fans are on their feet, and literally millions are watching all around the world. We're looking ahead to the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and standing right at the absolute center of it all is a man who has spent more than 2 decades at the very top of the sport, Cristiano Ronaldo. For years, he's broken records, won trophies, and inspired entire generations. Long before the fame and the Ballon d'Ors, he was just a young kid from Madeira, Portugal, who dreamed big. And now, well, he's back for one final chapter.
Picture him just standing there in the tunnel, waiting to walk onto the pitch, reflecting on a career that has completely reshaped modern football. We're talking over 900 career goals, multiple Champions League titles, just countless records shattered. Yet, as he gets ready to step out under those stadium lights for what is surely going to be his 6th and final World Cup at the age of 41, you have to imagine there's a heavy weight on his shoulders.
And that brings us to the ultimate, incredibly dramatic question of this explainer. Can Ronaldo finally complete football? Like, can he actually capture the one elusive, defining trophy that has somehow always slipped right through his fingers?
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our roadmap for the explainer. First, we'll look at the ultimate goal machine. Second, his history of being so close yet so far. Third, his one last chance in 2026. Fourth, the tactical dilemma Portugal has to solve. And finally, his lasting legacy.
Starting off with Section 1, the ultimate goal machine and the unbelievable race to 1,000 goals.
So even as he approaches the twilight of his career, Ronaldo is still chasing this absolutely staggering, almost mythological milestone, 1,000 career goals. But here's where it gets really interesting. Right now, there's actually a massive global controversy over exactly how close he is to that number. Depending on who you ask, his total is either 967 or 961. And look, when you're 41 years old and racing against time, a 6-goal difference is huge. You might be wondering, where did those 6 goals go? Well, it all comes down to 6 ghost goals he scored during the 2023 Arab Club Champions Cup with Al Nassr. Because that specific tournament wasn't an officially recognized FIFA event, major data platforms like Transfermarkt and SofaScore completely erased those 6 goals from their databases. But on the flip side, the International Federation of Football History and Statistics and FIFA themselves have implicitly validated them, counting his total at 967. It is this fascinating tug of war over football history.
Which brings us to Section 2. So close, yet so far. The history of World Cup heartbreak.
While his club's success is absolutely undisputed, his history on the World Cup stage has been this repeating pattern of agonizing frustration. I mean, World Cups have given him unforgettable moments, for sure. Who could forget that stunning hat-trick against Spain in 2018? But the ultimate trophy always slipped away. In 2006, a young Ronaldo made it to the semifinals. Then came rough eliminations by Spain and Uruguay, an early exit in 2014, and of course that shocking loss to Morocco in 2022. Seeing him walk off the field in tears that night, man, a lot of people thought that was the end.
And this frustration is just sharply amplified when we put his numbers side by side with his eternal rival, Lionel Messi. While both of these guys have completely defined a generation, Messi definitely holds the edge on the World Cup stage. He's got 13 goals, 8 assists, 2 golden balls, and of course, the 2022 trophy. Ronaldo, he has 8 group stage goals, but 0 knockout stage goals. 0. For a guy who is literally the ultimate clutch player in Champions League history, missing a World Cup knockout goal just adds an unbelievable amount of pressure to this final tournament.
Now let's move to Section 3, one last chance and the landscape of the 2026 tournament.
Legends just don't stop chasing dreams. And 2026 is a stage unlike any before it. Now, his speed and explosiveness might not be exactly the same as 10 years ago, but he is definitely not going into this battle alone. Portugal is entering this tournament with one of the deepest, most star-studded squads on the planet. You've got Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings as the primary playmaker. You have this incredibly dynamic midfield engine of Vitinha and João Neves, defensive stalwarts like Ruben Dias, and super aggressive attacking threats like João Cancelo and Rafael Leao. Make no mistake, this team is absolutely built to make a deep championship run.
And they know exactly where they want this run to end. The ultimate destination for this massive 48-nation tournament is MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. That's where the final will be played on July 19th, 2026. Just imagine Portugal making it to that stadium. Imagine Ronaldo stepping onto that pitch for the absolute final match of his international career.
But getting there means solving Section 4, the tactical dilemma of managing a 41-year-old star. See, reaching that final requires solving a really complex puzzle. Roberto Martinez, Portugal's manager, has generally been using a 4-2-3-1 system. The whole design of this formation is to essentially compensate for Ronaldo's reduced mobility by just feeding him directly inside the penalty box. Fernandes gets a free roll to unlock defenses, while the wingers and fullbacks provide all the width. But it constantly sparks this debate. Does accommodating a 41-year-old end up limiting the team's overall pressing and fluidity on the pitch?
Which brings up a wildly fascinating proposition from Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand. He threw out the idea that Martinez should convince Ronaldo to become the ultimate super sub. Ferdinand basically argues that bringing a fully energized Ronaldo off the bench in the 70th minute, right when defenders are exhausted, would be absolutely devastating. It's this massive question of ego versus team victory, right? Like if Portugal wins the World Cup, nobody's going to care if Ronaldo started or came off the bench. But can you actually convince the greatest goal scorer in history to sit down?
Finally, Section 5, the final legacy, going way beyond just the trophies.
Let's look past the tactics for a second at what this tournament actually means. Because whether Portugal wins or loses, Ronaldo's legacy, it's already totally secure. He completely changed what people thought was physically and mentally possible in this sport. He proved that raw talent alone just isn't enough, that unrelenting discipline, extreme hard work, and absolute sacrifice are what really matter. That immortal mentality turned a skinny young kid from Madeira into a global icon who has literally inspired millions.
And so here we are, arriving at the golden sunset of an unparalleled career. As he walks onto the pitch one last time, millions won't just be watching a football match, they're going to be witnessing the final frames of a living legend. The sacrifices, the brutal setbacks, the amazing comebacks, and just the sheer refusal to ever give up, that entire journey is what truly makes this story so incredibly special.
So, I want to leave you all with this thought. As the 2026 World Cup unfolds, will Cristiano Ronaldo finally achieve absolute immortality by lifting the one trophy that has eluded him? Or, after 20 years of giving his entire life to the beautiful game, is the incredible journey itself enough? Watch closely, because the world is about to find out.